So you don't forget that. Okay, thank you very much. Don't show this again. Thank you, thank you. And, oh, dang it, wrong button. Pushing buttons too fast. Oh yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo. Yep, yep. Yep.
Or
Yep.
give me a thumbs up if you're feeling better. Mark Greer, are you feeling better?
Oh, hey, everybody. Here you are on Isagenix Team Express Business Zoom, and we are here every Monday night, 5:30 p.m. PST, to learn from some amazing leaders in this Isagenix company and on this team. And tonight will be no different. Grab your pen, grab your paper. I'm going to do a little bit of recognition. We have a new consultant. Remember, my reports are a week in arrears. We have a new consultant on this team. Michael Nash has new consultant Christina Nash. So congratulations and yippee-i-o-i-yay. Yep, I love that. I love all the applause. I'm going to just go through some announcements really fast. Jeff Beebe, I know you're going to want to go through some, but I'm just going to go through. You know what? I'm going to do this. No, I'm not. Okay, so everybody knows about the All-Star Perks, right? Where you can get your points. Everybody logged into isagenixbusiness.com. Promotions. You're going to go to promotion. You're going to go to, yeah, promotions. It's going to pull that up. When you go to promotions, the first thing that comes up is All-Star Perks. And then you can click on that. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Print out your little tracker sheet. We have 3 points. But you just wait. We're gonna get there. Go into the Facebook group. If you're not in there, let us know and we'll add you in. Go into the Facebook group. Tonight starts a training series, and Jeff and I got the honors of starting it. So that was really fun. We have a little 3-minute video. Go watch it, and we're gonna rock and roll these promos. And let's see on this team who can get the most points the fastest. Let's see who can get to 100 the fastest. I would like that. Is anybody else, kind of like that competition thing? Like, I like competition. I like fun competition. I get serious in competition, especially if it's me versus me. But I would love that. So let's all do that. You guys want to? Anybody? Just me? Just Roy? That's it? Mike? Come on, Dr. Jackie and Tina Marie. You ain't competitive? Come on now. I know you are because you're a martial artist. I saw that too. All right. We've got that, and we've got the Crystal Climber bonus where you get the Crystal Manager. You get a bonus. Oh, Jeff, do you want to go over that? Why don't you go over that? I'll let you go over it real fast. Crystal Climber bonus that we got going on.
Yeah, so make sure you guys dig into this and look at it closely, because it's from February 24th to May 25th. And if you get a manager, you create a manager, a new crystal manager. It has to be a crystal, not just a manager. Crystal manager, not only they get their money, the 250, but they get a $250 gift bag of products and stuff like that. And they also get a free celebration ticket, and the enrolling sponsor gets one as well. Roy did it, and his enrolling sponsor did it, and it was a ripple effect for all three of us. We all three got. Debbie and I didn't do jack, and we got a celebration ticket, and so it was pretty good. And did we get the $250 gift thing too? Do we get both, Roy? What is it?
So each person who develops a consultant gets it, or the consultant gets
Manager.
it, and so the enrolling sponsor gets it. So I got one. Haven't gotten them yet. I think we're supposed to get them at Celebration, but you get a $250 gift bag and a free ticket to Celebration for me for making Amanda a consultant, and then you guys I get one too because
Making her a manager, not a consultant.
manager. Yes, yeah, and that's the Crystal Manager run to Celebration.
So yeah, so it's a great way to get extra celebration tickets and create managers on your team. And it's a great way to motivate somebody that needs some extra money and extra products and a celebration ticket. So it's a win-win for everybody. And then you can also utilize that celebration ticket if you already have one to gift one of your teammates that's kicking butt. Say, listen, I get an extra one. If you do this, I will do this. And you transfer it into their name. So it's a win-win situation for everybody. And I'm I don't know if you probably could ask corporate, hey, do you mind sending my gift bag to this address, please? And surprise one of your a brand new person that's kicking butt. How cool is that to get a $250? I don't know if they'll do it, but it's just
I don't think
a
so. You
thought,
probably have to
you
pitch it.
know?
I think
All
it's
right, that's it.
all right. Let me just show you this really fast, just so everybody's on the same page or in the same group, if you will. All right, you guys can see the All-Star Perks page. See it? Okay, you're Doc Jack, you're already in it because it was the Disney Facebook group. So what they did is they just took the Disney World Facebook group and they changed the name into the All Star Perks. So if you guys were in for Disney World, if you were in that Facebook group, you're still in this group. And I checked for you, Dr. Jackie, you're in it. If anybody else was not in the Disney, let me know and I can put you in this group. I'll invite you to it and then they will approve it and you can go in there.
If you'd like, raise your hand if you're not in it.
Oh,
Okay, so what I'm gonna do while the training's going on, I'm gonna invite uh, whoever tells me, and I'll just invite them to the group right now. Go ahead, take it
perfect.
away.
All right. So we've got that. We've got, we did the run to celebration with the manager thing. When you're personally enrolled associates rank advance, you get rewarded with cash bonuses. So Crystal Manager, $125, Crystal Director, $375, and Crystal Executive, $500. That's what you get if you work with somebody, and this is where the rank that they get to for the first time. So make sure you go into isagenixbusiness.com, open up promos. We've got some really great promos. We've got the Snag VIP seats where at Celebration where you can go in early. And that requires 3 enrollments of 100 BV or more within the I want to say the business month. Gosh dang it. My words tonight. Commission month. I have this printed out too. The commission months. So it was last commission month, which just ended on Sunday. You needed 3 enrollments of 100 BV or more for last month. Same with this month. And then the following month after that, you can go in and look at the promo details on that. That went from March 31st and it goes to June 29th. And then Mother's Day special ended last night. And that's it for all I know. That's it. And so I'm really excited because we are going to dive right. What, Roy? What? I'm seeing all these
Did you
gang
talk?
stuff going on.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you had asked Jeff to talk about Crystal Climber, and he talked about the run to celebration, not the Crystal Climber.
That's why I just went over it real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. His was different than, yeah, that's what I went over. But it's okay. We got it going on because everybody knows where isagenixbusiness.com is and going over to the promos, right? So that was it in a nutshell. Anyway, I'm really excited to dive into training, and you might go, but wait, we don't know about down under promos and all that. Well, you're about to, because I'm going to throw it over to the trainer of the evening, and she is down under. So she can tell you any promos that are going on in Australia and New Zealand and that side of the world. Kathy, I know you're executive with Isagenix, been with Isagenix, I think 12 years. I'm just kind of going
Really?
off the cuff
Yep.
right now. And I've said this before, but she is so mighty. Like she has this presence about her, right? You see her on Zoom and she's just amazing. She's kind, she's supportive, she's loving. And I just think of her as mighty. And then I meet her in Nashville and she's like this big, like she's this little bitty thing. And I just love that. I love the big personality, the big loving personality, the caring, the supportive. And I love that about you. And I love that you've been with Isagenix for so many years. So you've seen some things happening in the ins and outs. And I just want you to go ahead and take it away. Do the magic tonight, because I'm excited to learn from you. I already have my pen and paper waiting, and tell us anything you want to tell us. I'm ready.
Thank you. That was actually a good little segue to what I do have planned, because I had thoughts in my head. Because you guys, when we get on here, honestly, you've just got to go with your heart, with whatever is in your mind at the time. And, you know, sometimes we're structured, sometimes we're not. And I think sometimes it comes off better if you're not. As far as promos go, it launched today. We have our mystery boxes in Australia and New Zealand. So if you've got anybody down under, they will put full products, and I forgot how many products there are, but it's about $350 value for $175, but you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what flavor you're getting. It might be a mix. 10 of those boxes will be golden boxes where you get extras, you get tickets to a Thrive event. So let everybody know, get in, get those boxes. They're lovely surprises. I always get a couple because I kind of figure twice the amount of product for what I would have spent anyway. So, yeah, so talking about, Debbie, what we've seen over the last 12 years, or, you know, nearly 12 years, it'll be August, 12 years, sort of got me thinking this morning about customers and where we are when we start, and how much we grow along the way, and our expectations of people and what their goals are, how they're going to get there. But I wanted us to all think about how much we've grown, what we've learnt since we started, right? So sometimes we can't give everything that's in our head over to, but a lot of people that come on board haven't had support, haven't had guidance. They've been trying to do the do on their own, right? So my thing, the focus on that I think our community has, Isagenix has, is mindset, nutrition, and community. This is what we are in a bundle. Now, a lot of people go, I need to lose a couple of kilos, and they'll go off on some diet and they'll go looking for something. And I listen to a lot of podcasts, and, you know, Mel Robbins is, if anybody listens to podcasts, she's amazing. Yeah. So she has all sorts of experts that come on board. And every time I listen to one of the podcasts, it's the same thing. We've got what they're all talking about, guys. So feel confident in knowing all the top peer-reviewed everything that's out there. Our company and our system and products, we're already doing that. So I just find that really incredible that we can just share the knowledge, but we sort of sometimes have to fix ourselves a little bit along the way in order to be able to give wholeheartedly. So I'll start with my notes. So Alvy posted something that's really funny, because I flicked on this morning and he did a little meme in one of our pages. 99% of the battle is getting yourself in the right state of mind, right? Now we're going to, and that's the truth. So we're not where we are because just one thing, environmental, or like something has caused us to be where we're at. So a lot of the longevity stuff that has come out is all about nutrition, tick, movement, and we only need to, apparently from the experts, 30 minutes of elevating our heart. So for somebody who hasn't moved in a long time, if they know that that's all they need to do, you know, that they're going to go, oh, I can do that. I can do that. You're giving me the nutrition that works. I can get a refund on it if it doesn't. I can definitely get up and walk, start off with something and build up to elevating my heart rate, right? And sleep. Who would have thought that sleep would be one of the main things that keeps people stuck? But our system, again, so you go in knowing that we've got the answers for everybody. So, and community is the big one, and community is us. This is us. This is what we do. This is where we support people. So when we bring somebody on board, we're not bringing them on board just to get our little commission. We're bringing them on board, hopefully, to make a difference in somebody else's life. Yeah. But it starts with us. So let me delve in quickly, because apparently we've only got 45 minutes and I could talk all day. Okay. So it all starts with gratitude. The law of practice In everything we do, we get better. In everything we do, we get better, right? Whether it's moving our body, whether it's improving our nutrition, whether it's improving our workouts in the gym, everything we do, you have to start somewhere though. If you don't start, you're not going to improve, right? So there's a little gratitude practice, the science of it, which I always go back to. This is my thing. When you give gratitude, right, you're giving it, your brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamines and serotonin, right? When you receive gratitude, which when a simple thank you from somebody, right? Scientifically, our brain releases the most dopamine, this feeling of happiness and well-being. So receiving it, and that's our job, to make people feel seen, yeah? And sometimes we need to work on that ourselves because we're all different, but we can all grow and be grateful for and receive and give. And witnessing gratitude. So seeing somebody do the do. When we witness gratitude, our bodies activate regions associated with reward and empathy, increasing production of dopamines and oxytocin. Gratitude grounds us in the present and opens our eyes to strengths and resources we often overlook. So if anything, when you're getting somebody to jump on board, I really highly recommend that we guide them to just start keeping a gratitude journal. 3 things that we can write down in the evening that we were grateful for the day. Read that the first thing you do when you get up in the morning. Like we're helping people change their lives, not just physically, because when I stop and think about what my goal was 11 and a half years ago, it was to lose a couple of kilos. Now I'm turning 60 in a few months. And the thing that I am most grateful for is how my body is holding up at the age of 59 point, whatever I am, my immune system, my mobility, my flexibility, just, the fact that I can maintain, I've gone through menopause, I've put on a little bit of weight, but I'm not fixated on that because it's not about being skinny anymore. I've changed my mindset. It's about being strong. Many of us here probably have elderly parents and you're watching their mobility decline. Yesterday to get my mother from the car to the dentist, there's a little bit of patience in there because she can barely move, So what we do today will definitely give us our body tomorrow. And a lot of people don't think about that. So that's part of our job as well when we're bringing somebody on board, to have those conversations about where are you at? Do you have grandchildren? Do you want to keep up with your grandchildren? Are you alone? Do you have a supportive network? How are you going to be when you get older? Like, just educating people on what we've got and how they can implement what we've got into what they want is where I'm sort of going with that. So we're lucky again with the Isagenix. We've got the trifecta in what we're bringing on board. So just feel confident when we're talking to people that, we've got premium proteins that fuel muscle growth. So as we're getting older, we all need to maintain muscle because after 35, we start losing muscle mass at an increased rate. Whole body cleansing, promoting weight management and longevity, which is all the rage at the moment, intermittent fasting and living longer. It's all over everywhere. We do that. And balancing adaptogens for stress management, and it's backed by science. And that's where all the helping with the sleep as well, which is one of the most important things. So know that within our system, and when we're talking to new people, that this is what we're offering them. We're not just offering them a shake and they're going to lose a couple of kilos. We're offering them so much more, right? Would you agree? Yeah. Yeah. So nutrition, when we come to our nutrition, I probably touched on a bit, but scientifically backed by over 20 peer-reviewed studies. So we know that what we're putting into our body is working. Our company offers a 30-day money-back guarantee. Often people have done things that over and over and hasn't worked, but they know they can jump on board. You're going to be there to guide them. You're plugging them into a community. If it doesn't work for them, they've got nothing to lose. So it's important to remind people when we're bringing them on board that this is unlike anything they've ever done. And if it's not for them, they can opt out. But I can probably ask many of you here who've been coaching people for a while, how many packs have seriously gone back in all the years that you've been coaching? I've been doing it for 11 and a half years. I've had 4 go back. 2, yeah, 0, 1, you go, 1, yeah, 2. So it's not, what does that tell you when you think about the amount of people we've enrolled and that we're helping, that only that amount of packs have gone back in that time period? That's just incredible. Yeah. Okay, standby product. So our job is to guide people through their journey. And remember that most people will come to us with years of bad habits, right? And habits can be broken, but we've got to be patient with people as well. But that's why when we have those conversations, how important is it for them, a scale of 1 to 10, to reach their goals? If it's really important, we've just got to keep going back and reminding them that they've said that it's really important. So they've got a lot of emotional baggage. They're lost as to what to do next. That's where we step in to guide them. They're looking for someone like us to guide them, right? They've tried everything with no success. So we know it works. We've got all the, in our pages, the before and afters. We've got all that information to share with them, not to convince them, but just to reassure them that our system works and that we're going to be here for them. We're not just here for, yes, a lot of us are building businesses, but our business is based on the success that our customers are getting, right? Yeah. So sharing, we can do that in many ways, before and afters. Sharing stories really, really sell. And I think even if your story isn't a blow-up one, find somebody else's who might relate to. And if you're plugged into your community, you're hearing lots of stories and they're all in the memory bank, and you can always bring it up and go, I hear you, this is what happened to them and this is where they were at. And they, and if you can connect with them with a 3-way call or just go to their Facebook and tag them in it to share their story. That's what I'm talking about when, the further down the track, the third aspect being community. We're not doing this by ourselves. So whether we're starting now or moving, how many years ahead, we've all accumulated and we know what our bodies are doing, but we also know what it's done for other people. Yeah. So then community. We are here to celebrate the path of everybody's journey, not the speed of it. Everybody's different. So we're, just here to guide. And that's why the Facebook groups, and that's important to be able to share. And, some people might not want you to share it on your page, but they're happy for you to share it in a private, safe Facebook group where everybody's on the same journey. So you can go in there and go, hey, so-and-so is finally fitting into their jeans. So that just makes them so lit up that they want to continue their journey. So plugging in, doing things together. The power of love and kindness is our community. Like, where else do you get someone earns a few dollars and everybody goes, yay you, or somebody's lost a little bit of weight, yay you, or you're fitting into your, like, where else in the world do you get a community like ours? That's right, nowhere. Like, seriously, the support is here if you want to plug yourself into something. And then, people go off on their own and do their own thing, and that's okay. But to be able to give somebody that that love and nurturing and meet them where they're at. Like, I often have conversations with a lot of the people that I start with, and I go, how much do you want of me? Like, I'll be here for you, especially to guide you through your first 30 days. I'm here for you every step of the way. You let me know when you're ready to do your first cleanse day, but I'm not here dragging people. I'm here to support people. So we're here for them for those first 30 days. Absolutely. Do you want me to talk to you every day? Do you want to have a conversation once a week? Do you want to do once a fortnight? Whatever it is, you have to meet them where they're at, and everybody's going to be different. There's no cookie cutter anything for every single person, because you can imagine we're dealing with so many different personalities of people we're bringing in. And I think you need to really be a people person. That's why I keep talking about the personal development stuff, because we can always be better in order to be better for other people, right? So if we don't improve ourselves, we're going to get short with people. We're going to write them off. Well, she doesn't want to do it, but why did we jump on board to do this? Like, we have to be empathetic to where they're at. Of course, we're not going to drag them through if they don't want to, but if we're really connected, if we really listen to what it was that they asked for in the first place, that's our job. That's our only job. The company does everything else. The money, the products, the science, the everything. Our job is to be as good as we can be in order to be able to help people better themselves, physically, emotionally, financially, in order to create that ripple effect into our community, because the world needs what we've got. Yeah. Yeah, so that's it really. That's all I really had to share today. Just community, we've got it, nutrition, we've got it, mindset, we can work on it. And yeah, I hope something of what I've said has resonated with someone. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to say, when you said how much do you want of me, I love that sentence structure. I love how you say that, because we've always taught for sure. Number one, I always say the only way you can't do this is if you're not a people person. So you hit that. I'm total agreement with that. But that first 30 days is so important that we're touching them. But you're going to have people, they don't want to be touched. They're like, I got this, leave me alone, and you'll never hear from them again. And then it's 5 years later. Like, we have those people too. But I love that you said, how much do you want of me? Because my line used to be, I'm codependent, so I need to hear from you, or you're going to be hearing from me. Like, I used to say that, but I think this is probably the better way. So don't scare anybody.
Well,
So
then you've got no argument. If they've said to you, I need you, then
yeah,
you can feel free to connect every morning and not feel
yeah,
like, oh, here she goes again, because that's
yeah,
what they've asked you to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, because that definitely puts the ball in their court. So yeah, thank you for that. I like that, just kind of went ding ding ding.
And I'd love to hear a couple from other people, but I'm the same way, Kathy. I'll ask somebody, hey, say if you come to me, whatever, you got a big weight loss journey to hit, or you got a big goal to hit, especially weight loss, or a business, especially in the business too. Either one, big weight loss or big business goal. And I'll ask Kathy, I'll say, okay, real quick, we got these goals to hit. We're going to do it. We're going to reverse engineer it. And at the first, you're going to hit it like ignorance on fire. You're going to be crazy. But I want to ask you, Kathy, ask you, Roy, ask you, whoever it is, and just say, listen, you tell me what you want me to do, because I'm forward movement all the time. Been in this business for 13 years. What do you want me to do if you start slowing down? Because you have a goal to hit, and I see all of a sudden you start slowing down, ghosting, or not just ghosting, but just slowing down in general and losing your mojo. How do you want me to approach? Do you want me to call you out and send you the picture of what you said? And Debbie and I used to always send me your goal and send me what you want to achieve and answer me how you want me to treat you if you start slowing down. And so we would make them fill that out. And I have on the back of my mirror, people clear back in 2020 something. We'd ask them back then too, and Kathy, we'd ask them, what's your millionaire number? And they would tell us. And I have a picture on the back of my thing of two of people that were up to $200,000 a year. And all of a sudden they did hit a few things and they started drifting off. And it says what they want. If you start lacking off or whatever, how do you retreat? And one of them said, kick my ass. but he's gone. So you just have to ask, and you just got to roll with it. There's people come into business and stay, and there's people that run with you, and there's ones that just like they love GNC, they love that restaurant they went to forever, and they just change their mind. We're a business. So you can't let that affect your mind when somebody says that. You can't let it affect your mind when teammates drift off and do their own thing. You just keep running. So this is a great training. And we have a product that nobody can claim what we have. The studies that we have, nobody. There's not a company out there. And raise your hand if you know, Kathy, Jackie, do you know any company that has the blind studies we have? No. Zero. So and I ask people that, I've tried this. I said, do you know any company that has everything we have? Do you know any company that has the amount of millionaires that we have? Do you know any company that gets the results like we do? And most of them say no. So anyways, that's it. Any questions for the awesome trainer? Oh, Mark's got his hand raised. You got to unmute, Mark. This is an open platform.
Yeah, no, I just thought for the new people, it's great to say we have a blind study, which is so important, but I just want to really break this down of how powerful that is and really why other companies don't do it. So a blind study, number one, you've got to pay $1 million to $1.5 million up front, right? You sign a waiver to say you cannot stop the results. In other words, whether they're good or bad, they get put in front of a independent medical board, and they then decide the results, good and bad, and they publish them in medical magazines, medical journals. Okay, so Dr. Plant went through this about how important it is. So when you think about it, a lot of companies don't want to put that money up front when they don't have it. Number two, they don't want to take the risk because they don't get to pull it if it's bad, right? So that's just how powerful it is, and people don't understand. They're a blind study. In other words, they're a placebo study. Everyone thinks they're getting whatever it is that's on test. Half get it, half don't. Okay, so just remember, it's not on animals. It's not on lab rats or whatever. It's on humans. These are human blind studies. So guys, just for the new people, I really want to iterate how important that is. So you go and say blind study. Yeah, I know what that is. They don't really understand it. And I believe that a lot of companies don't want to pay the money or get put at risk of showing, your product's not that good. Okay, so we've got over 23, more than any other nutritional company in the world. That's a fact. Okay, again, we're first. We're the biggest. We're the best. All natural, simple, and proven. So just for the new people, a little bit of how important that is. So it's great training, Kathy. Thanks.
I love all the Aussies here. All right. Any other one-liners? Any questions real quick? Bang it a bang. Going once. Going twice.
Oh my gosh.
And Debbie.
Wow. No, just
And Debbie can
I had so many ahas. I'm like, I thought everybody'd be like, I guess everybody's mindset is straight.
let's hear two
Oh,
wins
got
too.
it. There we go.
Well, Kathy, you're preaching what we know and believe, and everyone here, I believe, we know it's our mind, and our mind creates our reality. And what we think is a culmination of what we believe, and what we believe is based on who we're around. And what I love about this team and this company is that we are magnets to those people that want a better life. And they may not know how to get to the better life, but they know that the desire and that burning need inside of them won't sleep. And so that starts, far beyond our mind. I think it's definitely our soul. And what I love is that, the universe is always listening. And if we pay attention to what it's availing right in front of us, and oftentimes it's right in front of us, it's like got to smack us upside the hips and abdomen in this case. But then there's just this is such a kind place to fall into. And it's such a beautiful, like, I don't even know how to put it. Once we found Isagenix, Jackie reunited with Isagenix because we became fluffy, a little fluffy, in our menopausal time. But Harmonia is helping with that. And we found this place that wasn't just about better health, it's about better spirit. And so whenever you spoke tonight about all of that, but definitely we want to say mind, but I think mind is much bigger than any of us. I think it's the intelligence that weaves its way through all of us. And so thank you tonight for your wisdom. I'm very grateful.
I love that. That's cool.
That's beautiful. There's a couple books, Kathy, you might have some books, but Happy Pocket Full of Money is a great book.
I love that book.
Everybody needs to read that. We went through Bliss retreat and we all did that book, and I've done it twice since then with like a little book club. But you know what? And this is old print, so I'm not sure if it's still available. You guys could go on Amazon. This little series here that I got turned on from somebody that's in Isagenix and has been in since like the early 2000.
Oh, cool.
Okay, there's one more too. I can't remember the name of it. These are easy reads. And I like to just go through it and highlight and then put in my own ahas and mindset. But this really helps with your mindset, and it's pretty firmly based. Like, it is good and it's easy read, because sometimes like Happy Pocket Full of Money, when the first time you go through it, you go, wait, what? With all the quantum stuff, you're like, wait, what? But those are some really good mindset books out there, and that's what our business is really based in. However, I'm gonna say this because I've said it before, mindset is everything, but you can't just sit and mindset all day long. You have to do the action. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. So we had a few teammates that kind of got addicted to the mindset stuff, and which, amen, great, yay. But then they forgot how to do the action. So make sure you have, I don't believe in balance, but make sure you have that balanced out in your day. Do the gratitude. So important, Kathy. Thank you for reminding me. And that just made me think one more thing before we go. Giving gratitude gives you the dopamine and the oxytocin, and the highest hit of dopamine is when you're getting the gratitude. Is that what you said? And then there's one more thing.
Receiving gratitude. Yeah.
What? When you
receiving gratitude is the highest hit, apparently, scientifically. Yeah.
Okay. And then gratitude, you said, grounds us and opens our eyes to.
Gratitude grounds us in the present and opens our eyes to strengths and resources we often overlook.
I love that. I love that so much. That's my new tattoo. Like, that is so good. I'm going to write that on my bathroom mirror. Thank you for that. That's so good.
I want to hit a couple what gratitude, being grateful.
Gratitudes? Anybody got a
I
gratitude?
just a win, a win. Last night, we have a kid that's a grown man now, not only a pastor but a therapist, I don't know what, a bunch of titles behind his name now.
It's addiction counselor, right?
Addiction counsel too. I mean, just all sorts of great things on helping and serving people. Such a great guy. We've known since he was 4 years old, fourth grade.
Fourth grade.
Fourth grade. He grew up with us, and his whole thing is, I was a mentor to him because they took all the rough kids. And I'm the one, and he shared this story with me last night. He goes, Mr. Beebe, you're a mentor just like this man that I'm with now. And he wanted to call me. He goes, you're the one that brought me to Christ when I was a kid, because we had a youth group and all this stuff. But this is after I talked to him, but I got a message yesterday and said, hey, Mr. Beebe, can we talk? And I said, sure. Can you give me an hour or so? Because I was in the middle of something. We've been connected. He's in North Carolina. And He goes, all right, as soon as you can, because I got a top producer that's wanting to enroll me. And I went, oh, well, I guess we're talking right
Just
now.
me. Oh, I'm kidding.
I don't even know what company and so I said, so you got a company trying to enroll you? And he goes, well, at the house I'm at, this guy's been a mentor to me. He's got this beautiful family. And it's so cool to see how big his family is. Everybody's over him. I got invited. And he's also a pastor, and he's all blah, blah, this and that. And his daughter walks out, and we connect. He's 48 years old now. And he says, she goes, here, you'll love this. And it's an Isagenix shake in a shaker cup. He goes, Isagenix. He goes, this really? And he tastes it. He goes, this is so good. He goes, and he shared this story. My mentor, Jeff Beebe, brought me to Christ, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, Jeff and Debbie? And she goes, she goes, I just had dinner with him in Mexico.
Oh, wow.
And it was Carrie. And I said, okay, perfect. Well, you can tell her you're enrolling with me. And she goes, oh, trust me, I already did. And she already said that. And so he enrolled right on the spot last night. And he's got a mission already because being surrounded by around the like-minded people like all of us, just like what you said, Jackie. He was around the positive, uplifting people that care about people. And she's kicking butt. And she saw it, painted the vision, and he's already messaged. I thought he'd be able to jump on here, but he's messaging me back and forth. Ignorance on fire. It's so cool to see it. So just cheer him on. Hopefully, Brian DeStasso. That's his name. All right, guys, that's my win. One more, and we got to go.
Or two.
Two, yeah, whatever. Mike. Oh, did he wave bye? I thought he waved to say something. All right, another win, real quick.
When
we're out.
gratitude.
Okay, Kathy, you get to pick it. Who's taking us out? Let's do the anniversary couple. How about that?
Oh, that's a great idea.
And they can do it together. The two lovebirds.
Everybody unmute. Kathy, I want to say again, thank you so much, because there's so many, even though maybe you guys thought that that felt short, there's so many golden nuggets in that. And look, I had a page full of notes. So, so good. So thank you, Kathy.
Pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay.
Okay, everybody's unmuted.
Okay. 1, 2,
2, 3.
Isagenix! Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Love you.
Great training,
Thank you
Kathy.
so much.
anniversary.
Thank
Kathy,
you.
that
See
was
you guys next
wonderful.
week.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, happy anniversary
Thank you,
too.
Kathy,
That's so cool.
awesome. Awesome, Kathy.
Great job.
Have a
Thank
good
you,
night, guys.
I'll bring your manager hats to the celebration.
I thought we weren't saying anything. I thought.
Oh,
this was
shoot,
like
I just blew
surprise.
it.
You're
I just
so
blew it.
horrible.
You blew it big time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can't keep a secret.
man. He's teasing.
Uh,
Yeah, I didn't mean that. Take that back.
Debbie, I was
Yes.
looking for that third book that you're referring to, and I
Yeah,
couldn't find it, but the author is Catherine Ponder. So I
Yeah.
was looking at Catherine Ponder, and she has so many incredible books in line with that.
Yeah. One of them I think is out of print. I have to look. I have so many books and books back there.
It's The Power of Love and Prosperity.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yeah,
Are you,
yeah.
They'll get your mind straight. Okay.
are you saying
guys.
something or are
Bye,
you
guys.
waving? Okay. All right. All right. Bye, guys.
Love you guys. Thank
Love
you.
you. Bye.